So Carl, phone 1, iPhone 14 Pro, what are you picking, man?
I think if you want one of the best high-end smartphones on the market today, that is the iPhone 14 Pro. I'm a fan. Great cameras, great performance. If you're looking for something more interesting, something where you're a little bit different from everybody else, you try something new. And if you want to support a small team that's trying to do something really ambitious, consider the Nothing Phone 1. It's also at less than half the price of the iPhone, so that makes it a little bit easier.
I don't know what to feel. Is this the first company ever to do something like this, where their CEO is sat down and asked to review a competitor's product? Or in a broader sense, when's the last time you saw a CEO make a quote-unquote normal YouTube video? Let's take a step back here. You may or may not know what the Nothing Company is. They are a relatively new tech startup company that was founded mostly by Carl Pei, who helped to create the company most of us know, OnePlus. OnePlus is a very successful phone company. Clearly, Carl was very successful with OnePlus, and ever since he left, many people have said that OnePlus has severely dropped off.
And I guess that's the point, which is this phone is more generic than ever before.
I've had it up to here with this. OnePlus stood for well-designed phones with clean software at rock-bottom prices. It's been painful for me watching their slow descent into mediocrity.
I don't know all of the internal battles that the company was facing, but it's possible to think that Carl was eventually satisfied with his achievement at OnePlus, and he was ready to start something new. And new, indeed. The Nothing Company is kind of an odd case. They've been taking the approach of a tech startup company very different, by making some interesting looking devices. I think a lot of people can agree, when you see these earbuds or this phone, they catch your eye. Whether or not you actually want to buy something like that, they still have made their way into your head. Not only do they have a very distinct design philosophy, they are also very affordable. Carl Pei seems to be approaching the Nothing Company in a very similar way that he approached OnePlus. That was, for the first few years of phones, they were considered to be the flagship killers. Later on, especially in the recent past, OnePlus has finally started to increase their margin and actually make some money after they've built up a lot of brand recognition. The Nothing Company seems to be very similar. Pei said in the iPhone review video that they practically sell their phones at cost, while the iPhone has about a 50% profit margin.
It retails at starting $999, so their margin is over 50%. The phone 1 costs about $360 to build, so a bit cheaper than the Apple. Sell it at about $400, $450 USD. Our margin is 0.
And speaking of this iPhone video, let's get back to the main topic. This feels weird. This YouTube channel, the quote-unquote normal videos on the Nothing YouTube channel, are just marketing for the company. And don't get me wrong, they're still good videos. To me, they explicitly show that they're trying to do something very different with the Nothing Company. They want to be relatable to people and maybe be seen as the underdog. Especially with the iPhone video, they wanted to present themselves as a company that you can trust. It really shows here when you give upfront facts about your products and your business philosophy. That kind of stuff is usually never shown to the public.
And it's okay. We're a startup company. It's kind of our entry into the market. We see this more like buying a ticket to a show. We bought a ticket to this industry, and after we launched this product, now we've shipped 500,000 of these. We're getting better and better pricing. So for our future products, our margins will also start growing.
Whether or not you can trust it is kind of up to you. It's hard to tell if these videos are extremely calculated or completely off the cuff. It's that ambiguity to me that makes them feel weird. The way that OnePlus bought my trust only to see them become more and more greedy as time goes on makes me scared what the Nothing Company is going to do. One kinda shady thing that they did recently was with the Nothing earbuds. They initially launched at $100, and for that price, they were pretty much the best deal around.
As far as a combination of things that this does for 99 bucks, it's pretty good.
However, they retroactively increased the price so they could increase their profit margins.
After another day of going to the gym and not being able to listen to music, I see that these earbuds are now 50% more expensive.
Yeah.
And I think that's crazy.
Well, we raised the price of the year 1 because initially our margins were very low. We had those really low margins because we really wanted to scale.
Although I don't know if they considered it or not, but a ton of people made reviews about these, especially praising them for their value, comparing them to like $200 AirPods.
These are sweet for 99 bucks. These are gonna be really popular. I think this is a great entry point for this new brand. Live up to the hype for a $99 product. I think these are gonna be pretty popular. I like them. I would use them.
These reviews permanently exist on YouTube with glowing remarks on their value, which might trick people into buying them at a higher price. Despite that slight amount of scumminess with the Nothing earbuds, I can mostly forgive them for it because even at $150, they were still a pretty good deal. I want to pick apart this iPhone review video. At the beginning, Carl was quote unquote spontaneously asked if he was willing to use an iPhone.
Do we pay for this?
This shows that he isn't scared to be blunt and honest about his own product with all of its shortcomings, and he might possibly make a bad relationship with Apple. However, it's hard to sit here and act like this wasn't a calculated move. Again though, there isn't anything wrong with a video being staged like this. It is simply a different approach for a company to take in their marketing. I think since the Nothing company, at least at the moment, is a small business, Carl Pei maybe was sick of how corporate OnePlus was starting to feel, and he was ready to take some risks. With a small team, maybe he wanted to lean into the underdog company that is trying to innovate in a space that has so quickly just evolved into phones that are just glass rectangles and all look the same. The YouTube channel is interesting though. It is a new and budget-friendly way to market their products. I guess I didn't mention it before, but these videos don't cost the Nothing company all that much, especially for how much publicity it creates for them. I'm all for this. I know it is mostly marketing, and whether or not the Nothing company is aware of this, I'm all for an electronics company trying something new. It is very brave, especially with the video where they reacted to YouTubers reviewing their products. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Has the Nothing company's marketing tricks worked on you? Do you own any Nothing products? That's actually the most curious thing. For me, I can see through all of the marketing, but I don't really care because change is good in this case. So that's about it. I'll see you.